Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to be pushing in some top ladder with what, in my opinion, is the best mortar deck in the game right now. Igor actually used this specific deck to finish #1 in the world last season, so, I mean, obviously it's a very good deck, and it's definitely a deck that's good to practice. It'll really help you get better at the game if you learn how to use mortar decks and stuff like that. And it's pretty free to play too, to be honest. If you just look at the deck, I mean, you have one epic, the Poison, and then you have a legendary, the Minor. But besides that, it's basically just commons and rares. So it's fairly free to play, I would say. So let's go ahead and go into the first game. I'm at about, yeah, top like 12,000 right now. Not in 1,200, excuse me. So not insanely high up, but still pretty high up, and after I win some games, I'll be higher up anyways. So let's go ahead and search for the first game. I'll try to hit at least 6,300 by the end of the video, and I'll just mention this right now because I think a couple of people were asking me about it, so I'll just like get it out of the way, like about like what happened to my Twitter or whatever, if you like follow me on Twitter, and like how it doesn't load the account. It's just because I'm taking like a break from Twitter for just a few days. I'll be back in a couple of days, but I'm just taking a break from it. And I basically deactivated my account, so then that would, I guess, like, help me, like, resist the temptation of going all on for the next couple of days. But, yeah, I'll be back in just basically a couple of days. So that's, if you guys are wondering on that, that's all that is, you know. And look at all that damage I got on his tower so early on. And, yeah, hopefully I can defend this. I was going to say, like, we got a lot of damage, but I had a feeling he was going to do something like this. But look, he's going to have to decide whether he wants to... Okay, he just missed the arrows on the... He couldn't hit both the Musketeer and the Bats with those arrows, so honestly, great start to this game here. This is definitely going to be a little bit of a difficult matchup, because we only have two air counters, the Bats and the Musketeer, and now that we know he has the arrows, that's going to be good for the Bats, and then he also has Fireball for the Musketeer. So we need to make sure we're, like, spacing everything out. I'm actually going to go ahead and poison this here. And then what I'm going to do is if he goes in for, yeah, I was going to say a Lava Hound, I could mortar opposite lane. Or what I could do is I could actually go for, like, a Valkyrie at the bridge here to try to get him to, like, commit Elixir. And we'll see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's going to go for his own Valkyrie. That's fine. I'm going to play Bats here. I'm going to go in for a Musketeer. Spread it out so he can't, like, hit everything, obviously. And hopefully that actually is going to be able to stop majority of stuff. I'm going to go in with Goblins just to tank here so I don't take too much damage. And then if he goes in for a Balloon or something, I'll just Mortar, to be honest, pull it away. Let's go for a Minor here, try to finish off his tower. I played it in the front last time, so I'm playing in the back this time. And he doesn't catch it, so that's going to be able to take his tower. And now let's go for a Mortar opposite lane, apply some pressure, and yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. I'm going to hold off on the Bats, because I feel like he might go for Prediction Arrows on the... Yep. It's really nice when you predict what your opponent's going to do. Like, if you think they're going to go in for Prediction Arrows, it's a good idea to hold off playing something, just because then, I feel like, yeah, it can really pay off, like, in that situation. It's, you know, it's pretty nice to do that. I'm going to go in with a Mortar here. I'm going to keep applying pressure, actually. In fact, I think, I might even be able to just win this by just doing that and then playing a Mortar here. Hopefully that brings back, yeah, both the Balloon and the Lava Hound. And now there's going to be no time for him to take our tower, so that's going to be GG. Honestly, you know, Lava Hound definitely, it's like a hard matchup, but you can win it if you're applying a lot of pressure and you just know when you want to play defense and when to apply pressure. But basically the bottom line is when they go for a Lava Hound in the back, don't cycle like a Valkyrie same lane as the Lava Hound or like anything like that. You want to push the opposite lane, get them to commit as much Elixir possible on the other lane, so then that way they don't build up like a huge push, have enough Elixir to play like a Balloon behind the Lava Hound and then do all the spells and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty important. And we're in the top 1,000 now, which is pretty nice. And we'll go ahead and go on to the next game here. I don't know what another matchup is that a bunch of people say is like really hard to beat with Mortar, because to be honest, when you practice Mortar and get, you know, really I was just adjusting the music there. When you get like really good at it, you can beat almost all matchups with it, even Golem and stuff like that. I'm going to go in with a Mortar here. He's going to go for a Lumberjack. So, guys, this actually could be Golem. So, this might be... Oh, well, it could be. Or it might be, like, Bridge Spam or something. I'm going to go with Miner here. I still want to play it kind of in the safe spot, just in case he has the Tornado. Yeah, so looking like this is Golem. So, hopefully I can end up winning here. Because I don't think Golem is actually that bad of a matchup, but I feel like a lot of people don't know how to play it. So what you want to do is you honestly, the main thing is you want to be pretty aggressive in single elixir, because they're gonna... Wait, I don't actually know. This still could be Golem, but he looks like he has an interesting... Kind of an interesting Golem deck, because he has the Dark Prince and the Lumberjack, so that's actually really interesting. I'm going to go with the Miner here. We know he has NATO, and we don't want him to get King activated. Look at that. That's actually going to apply a lot of pressure, but this is exactly what you want to do, to be honest, because if they aren't playing Golems in single, they're just going to really get out-cycled, and they're just not going to be able to defend, because, I don't know, this Mortar deck is just so cheap. Golem decks are really expensive, like 4 elixir average or something like that. So we are down a little bit of elixir, but I think we're fine. What I'm going to do here is go for a defensive mortar on the Golem, and we'll see if he has a Night Witch or something. I kind of doubt it, since he has Lumberjack and Dark Prince. Alright, that's definitely a poison I want to take. And then when that Baby Dragon locks on, I am going to go ahead and play my Bats here, and that's going to be able to kill the Mega Minion and hopefully finish off the Baby Dragon, like help out finish it. Oh, yeah, the Golem's not going to get a hit. So, okay, I do stop that. That was pretty good. I'm going to Valkyrie here. I don't want him to get into lightning range. Now that I know he has lightning, I want him to have to get a little bit more damage on my tower. He didn't have enough elixir to go in for a Golem because he went in for a lightning. So, that was good. That's why I went in for a mortar. And now he can't get a Golem down, at least not right now, because he's not in any situation where he's going to be able to play a Golem. I'm going to have to Valkyrie here. And still, he hasn't dealt any damage, and he needs to get the tower in lightning range, because he doesn't have the time to cycle 2 lightning. So if he doesn't, oh, yeah, we can just pull that Golem to the middle there. Go for Snowball, push the Mega Minion back, and there you go, guys. That's going to be GG. I love doing that when they just play, like, a Golem at the bridge, especially when it's on, like, the middle tile. Or like to the left. You're always just going to be able to kite it and pull it to the middle. It's super fun to do, especially when you're running 2.6 and you have the cannon. It's, I don't know, it's just pretty fun to be able to do that end of the game. Just like watch the Golem walk to the middle, you know, because honestly, if I played the Mortar, I guess in the regular spot, he might have like lightninged it, and, you know, maybe there's a chance the Golem would have ended up breaking through. So I'm not really sure what would have happened, but, you know, it ended up working out regardless of us playing the Mortar in the middle like that. And, alright, we're top 830 now, so let's go to the next one here, and hopefully we can get 6,300 off of this. That would be nice, and if we do end up getting it, I'll still probably play one more game, just because it would be pretty short of a video, but let's focus on getting it first, so good luck. He's saying wow, so maybe he knows us. I'm going to go in with a Mortar here, and he has Archers, so this is going to be 2.9, so, I'm going to actually not support this Mortar anymore. I think I'm going to play Goblins, though, because I don't want to leak, and he just has Log, probably, so that's just an even trade. That's totally fine. I'm going to Snowball here. And what you want to do against 2.9, again, it's not really that bad of a matchup, but I feel like there's a lot of people who don't know how to play it. So what you want to do is you want to poison the Expos and then play Miners on the Expo, and he just used his Log. He doesn't have that in rotation, so I could play Goblins here. I could also go in with Bats, but I guess Goblins are fine. It really doesn't matter which one I use, and I guess I want to save the Bats anyways, so to then go in with like Miner Bats. So yeah, we have Mortar here, so if he goes in for I think that was a misclick. Anyways, we'll go Mortar here if he goes in for a Expo, obviously, but for now, let's Snowball so we don't leak Elixir. And I'm actually going to go ahead and play a Musketeer here, High Musketeer, to soak the damage from the Archer, and also play it high so he doesn't, like, Fireball the Musketeer and the tower. We'll see if he wants to Tesla here. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to do that. I'm actually going to Valk here, and I'm going to go in with a poison. That's going to hit everything. Tesla and the, And this time I'm actually going to minor the tower, because I thought maybe he was going to trick him. Oh, I didn't get the goblins down in time. Small mistake on my end, but luckily he doesn't deal too much damage. I mean, he gets some, but it's not too bad. I could try to go for Prediction Musketeer here, knowing that he has Expo. Didn't work, unfortunately. And that's actually going to put me in a kind of bad situation. And he's just going to Fireball, like, as expected. I'm going to go with Snowball for Skeletons. There we go. At least I predicted that. So I didn't predict the Expo, but at least I was able to do that. And I'm going to poison the tower. You're always going to be able to poison the tower in the Expo. That's just what's really nice about this matchup. I'm going to go with the Mortar here. Oh, shoot. I should have played it. I think he can Fireball both the Mortar and the tower, so I think that might have been a bit of a misclick. Does the Expo get any damage on the tower? Not much. I'm going to Valk. Actually, I don't think it got any. Why did I say not much? I'm going to poison here. I'm actually more worried about... Since I'm not really worried about getting damage on the other lane, I'm actually going to just poison the Knight. So then that way it doesn't deal damage on the tower. And Miner does connect to the Expo, so that's fine. I mean, he dealt damage other lane, but... Like, I think it's okay overall. I'm going to Musketeer here. This is the first Musketeer I played on the Expo, so I had a feeling he wasn't going to predict it, which is nice. I'm definitely going to Snowball that. Things are really coming down to the wire here. I feel like this is anyone's game at this point. Okay, so we'll see what he wants to do here. I'm going to go with Goblins here. I'm just going to go in with a Valk to tank, and then I'm going to go in with another Poison on the Expo here. He does catch the Miner, so that's pretty well played on his part. Let's get a Mortar down. I do get it in time, which is great. Yeah, he does Fireball that. That was well played, actually. I'm going to go in with Miner Bats. And then I'm going to go in with a Valkyrie. I think, guys, that Miner's going to be able to tank for the Expo, which is great. Let's get a Musketeer down. I think, unfortunately, this is going to be GG. I feel like I definitely didn't play this perfectly, especially with him getting a little bit of damage at the beginning. That was unfortunate, but, you know, he played it well, and I felt like, yeah, he probably deserved the win. There were, like, I felt like a couple of Mortars that weren't that good, but you do want a defensive Mortar, because if you go for offensive ones, you can get in, like, bad situations sometimes, so I feel like the Mortars on defense weren't bad, but maybe what I did wrong was the fact that I think I should have played the Mortar. When he was playing Expos in the right lane, I should have played the Mortar more to the left, so he couldn't Fireball both the Mortar and the tower, getting him free damage. I felt like that really, I don't know why I did that. That was definitely a mistake, though, because, yeah, then he was just able to, hit both the tower and the Mortar, just giving him more value and just kind of basically just giving him a free Fireball to put him ahead in damage, if that makes sense. But yeah, definitely should have played that a little smarter. Maybe I should have gone for more Musketeers on his Expos too. And the other thing that really hurt me is when I went in for that, when I went in for the prediction, I went in for a prediction Musketeer on his Expo when he didn't play it, but okay, we're versing Expo right now, so we have another chance of beating it and redeeming ourselves, so hopefully this time I can play it better. He's essentially giving us a free poison and a snowball, because 6 elixir for 6 elixir, free tower damage. Okay, that's unfortunate. I'm actually gonna Miner. I'm really taking my chances here, but wait, I think he has a snowball. Oh, but it worked! Because the barbarians take up so much space. Okay, I'm just gonna defensive mortar. Defensive mortar, that's fine. And that should be able to clean up the barbs, I think. I'm going to go for a poison here on the Expo. And then let's get a Valk down. I don't want to go in for a Musketeer. It could have been risky. Like, I felt like, you know, I'm not saying he would have, but there's definitely a chance he might have dropped, like, Skeletons or something. I am going to try to Miner here. I don't expect it to get damage, because he has the Snowball. But at least it'll, you know, get damage on his tower, obviously, which is good, I guess, but I kind of wanted to get rid of the Collector. And yeah, I can't poison both. So I'm going to have to again poison the... Okay, those were pretty interesting Barbarians. Because the Valkyrie was in cycles, so I could easily have just cleaned those up. I'm going to go for Miner, switch up the placement this time. And he doesn't catch it. That's a really valuable Miner, because he spent so much Elixir on that. I'm actually going to Mortar opposite lane in this situation, because I just have a good cycle for it. And also, that might have been a bad Expo, because he can't really support that now, because he doesn't have much Elixir after defending that Mortar. And I feel like that the Musketeer might have been a bit of an overcommitment, too. I'm going to go for Bats on this Musketeer, and then I'm going to go for a Miner. Two of them stay alive, which is nice. Oh, look at the Musketeer on the other lane. I'm going to defensive Mortar now. Can't go for an offensive one. And that's just an easy poison on that Expo. And then I need a Valk to tank for the Expo, and then also be able to kill the Barbarians. Let's do that. I'm going to go for a Miner. Can he get one more hit? Oh, it does. That's actually really good. Let's go for Bats here. Interesting. See, what I don't understand is why he's playing the Expo same lane as where we have the damage, because then we're just able to get free poisons on his tower. He probably needs to switch to the opposite lane sooner or later. I'm going to try to juke him out here, make him think I'm minering the Expo, but I'm really minering the tower for more chip, and he's letting that Miner go. Might be another really big mistake there, because all I need to do is basically just poison his tower, and then cycle 4 cards, and then I basically win the game, and that's already 1, so that's 2, that's 3, and even though I don't get the Goblins down in time, it really doesn't matter, because the poison only needs, I think, what is that, 5 ticks? 4? So that's going to be GG, and there, finally, or not finally, because I only lost to it once, but there, like, I guess I redeemed myself because I lost to Expo last time. So, it really isn't that bad of a matchup. You just have to be really smart with how you use your, I guess, poisons. And maybe even single, you have to be kind of careful, because even though your deck is cheap, like, see here, it's 3.1. I mean, that's pretty cheap, but you have to keep in mind that 2.9, or I guess in this case it's 3.0. So it's a slightly faster cycle, especially if they aren't using their Tesla and they're just using their, like, Skeletons, Archers, Ice Spirit, Log, and stuff. They can easily cycle, so you need to be really careful about that. Let's go ahead and claim this reward, and then go into one more game to try to get 6,300, and then I'll probably end there, and yeah, we'll try to get it. First, let's try to get it, see if we can, and then if we do get it, I'll probably end after that. If not, maybe I'll just play one more, but we'll see. Alright, we found a game here against Javi. Give him the good luck. He's just going to go for a Mortar. I'm going to go for a Valk. And then I'm going to go for a Miner. So then the Mortar locks onto the... Oh, I didn't play it in time. But he's using Mortar bait. So the thing to note about this is our Valk is actually going to get a lot of value in this matchup, which is pretty nice. Let's see if he fireballs this Musketeer. Yeah, he did. I mean, I'm not really surprised, considering... Okay, interesting. He's gonna go for a defensive Mortar. Typically when you're... Actually, like, typically, Mortar versus Mortar, you don't really want to go for defensive Mortar, so I'm a little surprised he didn't just play it at the bridge, because now I can just poison that, but if he has a minion horde or something, that could be pretty bad, but I'm kind of assuming here that he has... yeah, I was gonna say, like, Rascals, because most people don't use the Minion Horde variant. I'm gonna go with the Mortar here. That push I felt like was pretty aggressive. Ooh, is that gonna... yeah, I was going to say splash the Rascal Girl. That's good. But unfortunately, it's still locked on the Rascal Boy, which is pretty annoying. The Rascals are definitely really, you know, tanky for the Mortar. He doesn't catch the Miners, so I'm a little surprised he didn't play a I'm a little bit surprised that he didn't play a Goblin Gang on it. Maybe he just didn't. Maybe he doesn't have Goblin Gang, but regardless, really interesting. There's the Goblin Gang. So why didn't he play it on the Miner? I'm not sure, guys. Actually, and there's the Rascals, as expected. I'm gonna need to go with Bats there to try to finish that off. Switch up the Miner placement. Ooh, interesting Miner on his end. I'm actually gonna go for a Snowball here, because I was gonna predict something on those. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it. Like his Goblin Gang or anything like that he played. But I'm gonna go with the Mortar here. If he plays Rascals in the center, I'm gonna try to poison the Mortar and the Rascals. Yeah, I'm not gonna poison that though. Ooh, look at our Mortar. It locked on the tower, and his is almost dead. Like, but just look at our lead right now, and our Mortar gets one more shot. So I feel like we're in a really solid position right now. I'm gonna go with the Valkyrie here, and then I'm gonna go in with another Mortar again. Let's get Goblins down in time though to distract the Mortar. And Mortar locks on the tower. I'm pretty surprised he let it lock on the tower, actually. I wonder if he was, like, lagging or something. I don't really know what happened, but that's still going to be GG. Maybe he even just gave up because he knew it was over anyways. Probably one or the other. But, to be honest, this Mortar deck beats Mortar Bait pretty easily. And the reason for that is because you have the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie is basically why you beat it so easily. Because if you just look at the matchup, the Mortar does super good against the Goblin Gang. It, like, splashes it all. Same as Spear Goblins. And then you have Snowball for the Bats, Valkyrie for the Rascals, and then your Musketeer gets a ton of value too. In that game, it didn't really show, but like what I mean by that is if they have Fireball and Bar Barrel, the Bar Barrel doesn't reach. Like if you use your Musketeer on defense, they can't kill it. It can get a ton of value in a lot of situations. And yeah, it's pretty. I mean, I guess you don't like hard counter it, but you do have slight edge, and if you play it well, you should be able to win. So that's going to be it for the video. We do end up reaching 6,300, putting us in the new league. And yeah, I only lost one game. And I think, how many games did I play? I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I won 4 of them, only lost 1. So not bad at all. And I'm planning on making, I'm not streaming today or tomorrow. So I'm planning on uploading another video tomorrow, so 2 days in a row. I don't normally do that, but I'm going to, and because and then Wednesday I'm going to go back to streaming. So let me know what video you guys want to see tomorrow. I'm open to a lot of suggestions. The reason why I'm using this deck in this video is because a lot of people wanted to see Mortar, and this is the best Mortar deck right now. So I hope you guys did end up enjoying the video. Make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And as I said, let me know what you guys want to see next. I mean, a couple of people actually have been asking for this deck, Tarun's deck. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name. But if you would like to see a video on this deck, the Giant Skeleton Loon Tesla deck, I mean, you guys probably know what it is. Let me know. I can do this tomorrow if you guys would be interested in seeing that, because I haven't done a video on it yet. And as I said, I had a couple different people ask me to do it, and almost every video they asked me to do it. So I would like to, as much as possible, fulfill the requests that you guys, the deck requests that you guys want me to use. But anyways, thanks again. Until next time, guys.